This is going to be a very boring live if you're watching the replay. 2 minutes in and I hadn't said anything. I was waiting for people to come in because I feel silly talking to myself, even though I guess if people are going to be watching on replay, it's not really talking to myself. But that's okay. I don't know if I have anything exciting to talk to myself about for future people to listen to while we're waiting. Oh, somebody just popped in. Hopefully you have a crochet project that you can work on with me. This was just kind of a surprise pop-up. I don't know if I'm going to get too many people. Oh, now I'm back down to 0. I was boring. Oh, back up to 1. Oh, up to 2. Anybody on there want to say hi? Hello, Simply Eliza. How are you? What are you doing tonight? What are you working on? Are you a crocheter? Do you craft?
That was Mom's. Oh.
Your creations are cool. I also am good. How are you? I'm doing well. It's summer. I love the summer. I feel like everything's just slowing down a little bit, and I really like that. But pretty soon everything's going to be back in full force, you know, with the kiddos and everything. Thank you for the compliment. Do you also craft? Do you crochet, knit, anything like that? Yes, but I'm not good at crocheting. I think if you're just doing it and having a good time, I think that's the most important part. Just the way that I use crocheting, I love the creative aspect of it where I like really coming up with ideas and figuring out what to make. But most of all, I think it's just been a de-stressor for me, and it's just a way for me to force myself to sit down and be quiet and keep my hands busy. You know, it's just been a really good thing for anxiety and for just, you know, keeping myself centered. But it also, for me, has been a really good creative expression, you know, creative outlet for me as well. Hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by and thanks for saying hi. What's everybody up to? How's the weather where you are? We had a really sticky day here today. But my garden is loving it. So we're up to 6 in here. That's exciting, especially for something unplanned. I didn't really have anything major planned for it. I just thought we could all sit and chill and talk and work on projects if you had some. Is anybody working on a project? My city has had a lot of rain these few days. It can be good. Rain, we definitely need the rain, but I know sometimes just enough is enough with the rain too. I'm the opposite. I am not in a city. Very rural area. My project is cleaning my room. Oh boy, isn't that fun? I know sometimes I'll go on YouTube when I have to do some cleaning and just kind of scroll through and have something going on so that it's a little bit, makes it a little bit more tolerable. Oh, but it is definitely nice when everything's all cleaned up. Oh, we're down to 2 people. I know it's a little boring right now. We have some gray clouds right now in our sky. I'm wondering if we're going to get some rain tonight. Alexa, will it rain?
No rain is expected tonight.
Oh, how about that? We do have some gray clouds out there looking like it. Oh, Michelle, hi. I was just in Michelle's live earlier. Oh, it looks like you're the only one on, actually. So how's everything going? Anything new since when I saw you a little bit ago? I'm doing good. I'm just working on a shirt. I'll show you here. I don't know if the pattern of this shirt shows up too well. This is not my design. I bought this. It's from a creator called Nomad Stitches. The sleeves need to be finished up and it needs to be longer. I definitely don't want to wear a shirt that short. So I'm just adding length to it right now. And once I get the length on, then I'll come back to the sleeves and add some sleeves. Thank you. Hi, I see Shannon from Another Yarn is here. And Simply Eliza, thank you. Thank you. You guys said that it's beautiful. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Oh,
Your kindness really gives me a charge.
I didn't think
Hope
that.
you had a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. I don't know what prompted that to go off, but at least it was very nice. Yeah, this is from Nomad Stitches. It's called, I'm going to spell it because I don't know how to say it right, Cande shirt. And it's a paid pattern. I got it from Etsy. But she also has a YouTube channel called Nomad Stitches. She's got lots of very nice shirt designs. I don't know her personally, and if you were to say strings and threads to her, she would have no clue who I was. So it's not like I'm just like channel promoting her for some reason. It's just that I really did like that design, and she has a lot of other nice designs. And I saw her in a commercial um, on Facebook. It was like, it wasn't a short, it was an actual ad. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's famous. She was doing an ad for that. I don't know what they're called. I I used to know them because you could wear them, and then when you nursed your baby, you could place your baby on it. It's just like some kind of boppy thing. But apparently it's a crafting one, and you put it down and it helps you while you're crafting. I don't know. I don't know. But it was kind of interesting to see her in an ad. Oh, Jesse's on. Jesse, how are you coming along with your packing and moving and stuff? Jesse's moving out of state. Probably scary and exciting at the same time. Well, everybody got quiet all of a sudden. Y'all still there? Is anybody else crocheting while we're doing a craft while we're on here? Shannon, are you working on your sweater? I'm just teasing. You don't have to be working on your sweater, but that is, if anybody knows Shannon from Another Yarn, she put out a video today. She was showing a sweater she's been working on. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have not done a ton of knitting of sweaters. I think I did one sweater that was knitted, but there certainly are some really neat knitting designs for sweaters. I think I just, maybe it's just mental, you know, I allow myself to get a little bit too, not nervous, nervous isn't the right word, but too, not thinking that I'm good enough to be able to knit something like that, because knitting's not, you know, the one that I feel the most comfortable with. Jessie said, it's going all right, been busy. Yes, very scary and exciting. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, that's a big move. It's a big deal. Knitting only has 2 stitches and some holes. You've got this. I think the color changes are a little bit intimidating. I need to go back and look, because carrying, especially carrying over the color, I have to go back and watch a video that shows you how to do that, because I'm not as confident changing colors with knitting. So like when you had that really fancy design where you were changing colors, that looks really intimidating to me. And then also anything with cables too. I need to like watch a video to see somebody do it before I can feel comfortable, you know, doing it. Because I don't, you know, the directions don't mean a lot to me yet. So those are the 2 things that kind of I feel intimidated by. But that sweater is gorgeous. I would love to do one with a really nice design like that. So one of these days I'll just have to bite the bullet and do it. Give it a try. Eliza said, I've started to crochet a cat, but I'm still learning, so I made a magic circle, but then I don't know how to work on like being able to make walls to put in stuffing. Are you trying like to make your own design of a cat, or are you following a pattern? So Shannon said that was fair. You'd need to practice a bit. I would. I'd have to go on some videos and practice changing color and how to carry it over, that kind of thing. So, yep, I think, one of these days I do want to get to doing it. I'm following a pattern. Okay. It should tell you in the pattern, like, when to stuff it and, how to build all that up. But I don't understand the pattern. Oh, that's the problem. Yikes. Do you sometimes do video tutorials on YouTube? I'm willing to bet that there would be somebody who has a video tutorial up on how to crochet a cat. I'm not good with keeping track of my rounds. Yeah, I had a ring that I bought last summer. I'm hoping to get another one this summer. It broke, but it was a ring that you can use in gaming where it helps you keep track of your score, and you can just click it and turn it and it will change the number for your score. I was using that to keep track of my rounds when I was crocheting. So every time I did a round, I would click it and it would, I know they have other ones that you can put on your hook or put on your needle, but I thought that was pretty fun until it broke. But I'm going to be going to a gaming convention in a few weeks, so I'm going to see if I can get another one. So, because I thought it was a great way to keep track of rounds and stitches and stuff like that, even though it was meant for gaming. Oh yes, you've gone on and done video tutorials. I know some people feel like the video tutorials are, not their favorite, and others say that reading patterns aren't their favorite. I think that whatever helps you to make what you want to make, I think it's great, whether it's a video tutorial or whether it's a written pattern. So I think I've seen in my crafting store just like little counters, like I think that's what they're called, is counters, where you can just click it and it'll go to the next number. So I've been lately doing it the not fun way. I just have a piece of paper next to me and I just do the ticks, you do the 4 and then the lines for groups of 5 to help keep track of my rounds or rows. A cat, that sounds so cute. What color are you doing your cat? Anybody else working on something? I just heard about the cat. If Michelle is still on, I know that she was working on a poncho. Christine, hi. I'm so happy to see you, Christine. I'm happy to see everybody. I just haven't seen Christine in a while. You've been busy. I've seen all kinds of travels. I'm working on a dragonfly shawl. I have seen some of those. Those are gorgeous. Is it for you? I know. I've never made one of those just because I don't wear shawls. I don't. But it is certainly a beautiful design. It would be interesting to have dragon shawl design in a shirt or something like that. Yeah, that one's for you. Nice. You should enjoy that. That is a beautiful design. The dragonfly. For those of you who know Sarah made one for one of her friends, and her friend opened it up on camera, and she was so moved by it. She was crying, and it was just so beautiful. Jessie said, I've been wanting to make the dragonfly shawl. They're so pretty. They are pretty. They are pretty. I have to figure out the dragonfly pattern in something else, though, since I don't wear shawls. I have found some really pretty stitches, though. I might be doing some more shawl tutorials coming up. They're not for me, though. I might have to, once I get a few, I might have to do a giveaway for them or something, but some of them some of these stitches I look at, I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, they were happy tears. You're right. It was, I don't know if you saw it. It was Michelle. Sarah made it for Michelle. Crystal did it as just a stitch first, then a shawl. Okay, that's good to know. Figure out the stitch and then you can make it into whatever you want. Yeah, that's why I've been putting up more stitch tutorials on my channel too, is because, you know, once you can do the stitch, you can figure out your own things to do. That's kind of what Battle of the Stitches is too. You know, we pick a stitch and then we make what we think would look good with that stitch. I love trying to figure that out. Like, what can I do with this? Jessie, it's going to be so sad for you when you have to pack up all your yarn. Oh, Miss Crochet Queen said, I'm addicted to making granny square bags right now. That's awesome. You should join us for Things We're Making Thursday next month. Next month the theme is granny squares. So making any project that you want with granny squares and showing it. So if you're interested in that, it's a hashtag. It's hashtag TWMT for Things We're Making Thursday. And anybody can do it. It's not like you have to go and get permission from anybody. Oh, thank you, Christine. Christine said I shared some good stitches. Thank you. But yeah, if you're already doing granny square things, it would be so fun to show it on your channel. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to make for Granny Square Month. I don't know. Each time I see a project, I'm like, oh, I'm doing that. And then I see another one. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that. I need to narrow it down. Oh, you don't have a channel. We have a Facebook group. It's called Things We're Making Thursday on Facebook. And people who are making things for our theme, but don't have a channel to show it on. They've been posting pictures in the Facebook group. If you were interested, it's a fun thing. Yeah, you're welcome. It's just the Facebook group is just called Things We're Making Thursday, and you just have to ask to join it because we had it just open for anybody to join, but some of the people were asking if we could make it private because they wanted to post pictures of things they were making as gifts, and they didn't want anybody that they were friends with on Facebook to be able to see those posts. So we made it private just for that reason. But otherwise, we would just have it so you didn't even have to, so you could just go right in. But you'll have to request it, and then we'll put you right in. Jessie said, yes, I've packed some of my yarn away. Oh no, but we'll keep some out for projects until after the move. That's got to be so tough. Oh, you're already in the group. Perfect. You have to start next month. You'll start posting the pictures of them. Perfect. I don't always know who knows what, so I'll always put that out there. I like the collabs because they are so much fun. I've had such a good time doing things we're making Thursday over the past year and a half. And then Teresa from Critters Crochet and I are doing something called Battle of the Stitches, and that's every Wednesday. So you have to check that out every Wednesday. We pick a stitch, and then we make something of our own design with that stitch. And so far each month we've had a guest join us, and we have guests lined up through October. So it's between Teresa and me, and then whatever guest we have on, and then we show what we made with it, and we put up a voting poll, and you vote for the one that you like the best, and then whoever gets the most votes for their item puts it up for a giveaway. So it's been a lot of fun. So okay, sounds good. Christine said, Jessie, I hope your cats will do okay with the move. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I forgot that you had cats. Has anybody ever had to move a pet? I've never had to do that. I was wondering how traumatic it is for them. Probably depends on the pet. Welcome back, Eliza. Thank you so much, Christine, Jessie says. I'm worried about how they will take that long a drive. They hate car rides. Oh yeah, and that's a pretty long drive, isn't it, for you to go there? I'm not sure exactly how far away it is, but I think that's a pretty long drive. Eliza said, never had to move a pet, but one time I went to the beach with my dog. Did he do okay? Did he do okay with that little excursion? Christine said, check with the vet to see if there's a relaxer for them. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Jessie said yes, about 16 to 17 hours, not including stops. Ouch. Yeah, that is it. That is far. That's a lot of driving. Ooh. I'm sorry that I'm yawning. Oh, good. Jessie is going to check with the vet. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. For the drive, we will break it up into 2 days. Oh, that's smart. That's really smart. It'll be like a mini vacation. Is it being too nosy to ask if you guys found a house yet? If that's too nosy, that's fine. You don't have to answer. I was just being nosy. It's nice when everything works out. I felt like our last move, like all the stars aligned and everything, so. Eliza said, I was away so long because I found dry slime, in your carpet. Oh my goodness. Do you have kids who make slime? My kids never got into that. I have two boys and they didn't really care about slime. Oh, good. Jessie said she did find a house. Oh, that's exciting. It's nice, like I said, when it all works out, and be nice for you to just go down there and get all set up. Yeah, I agree. Christine said, I hope you were able to clean it, and I hope so too. I've never had to clean it before, but I do know a lot of kids were really into making slime. So, sorry if this is just a quiet night. Maybe I should have tried to do crocheting in the woods. I was trying to decide whether to do it or not. It was kind of sticky today and it's pretty dark right now. Now I have a hole so big that you can see the white part under it. Oh no. Ouch. Is somebody in trouble for that? Ooh. Yeah, that's upsetting. Here, let me see if I could turn this around. Yeah, it's kind of dark for doing crocheting in the woods. I don't know if you could see the clouds. Supposedly we're not getting a storm or not getting rain, but boy, does that look like rain to me. Maybe I can fly yarn in so no one will notice. Oh, glue. If you have matching yarn, why not, right? So how are you guys feeling about summer? Are you summer people or are you just counting the days till fall and winter? I can tell you, I don't like the sticky hot weather in summer, but I do love summer. I just feel like it's so much more laid back and relaxed. than the rest of the year, at least for now, you know, driving kids all over the place and all their activities. And I work at a school, so I get the summer off. So that is a nice feeling. I feel like I can do more crocheting and do more with being on here. Oh, birthday's in the fall. Nice. That's something to look forward to, I would assume. Some people don't look forward to their birthday, but I think as far as if you were just doing seasons, not by like busyness or anything like that, definitely I think fall and spring are my favorite. But if you're going by how stressful life is and how relaxing things are, I definitely think summer is the best. Christine said, we are low humidity here in Eastern Washington. However, we are in the midst of our third week of 90s through 100s. Ugh, autumn is my favorite. Nice, nice. That's really hot. We had a little batch of that too, where it was like 90s and 100s. Last week we went to a swim meet. My kids are both on the swim team, and we went to their swim meet. And on the way there, it said 102. I mean, for us, that's really hot. So, sounds like we're kind of in the same boat as you, Christine. Although we do get pretty sticky humid. There are days you just go outside, sweat. Jessie said, I love summer when it's in the 70s and not real humid. Spring and fall are my favorite. Yeah, I think weather-wise, spring and fall are my favorite, but as far as my emotional well-being, feeling a little bit less stressed out, it has to be summer. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? What are you working on tonight? What are you doing? We're just kind of chilling, and I'm working on a sweater. I'll show it again for those of you who just came in. It's from, the pattern is from somebody called Nomad Stitches. But I need to add length to it, and then I need to finish up the sleeves. But I thought that the creator of this pattern, I think she did a really nice job with that design. I think it's really pretty. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, Jessie, you better, if you're going to South Carolina, you had better get used to the warmer weather in the summer. You're not going to get too many days in the 70s in the summer. You're going to be hot and sticky. Oh, Annie is on. Hi, Annie. Annie just sent me a really lovely gift. I put it on my shelf, Annie. I don't know if you can see it right here. There's the cross and there's the card. Oh, thank you, Jessie. Jessie thought that was pretty. Shannon said, I've worked on my yellow charcoal colored sweater. I've used all my yellow. Are you out now? Like you didn't finish, or did you finish and you have you just used the whole thing for yellow? I hate that when you run out. If you ran out, what are you going to do? Are you going to just make it short sleeve, or what are your plans if you ran out of your yellow and you still had more to do? Christine said, Jesse, yes, give me the low 70s. Yes. Oh, man. '70s, I think, is perfect. I agree. Unless it's like super, super humid. I agree. I love the '70s. Oh, okay. Shannon said, I had enough of the yellow. I'll finish it with the charcoal. Okay, good. Phew. Nothing worse than running out. I'm actually hoping, I think I'm going to have enough, but for this, I'm here, and then I have the rest of the yarn for that, and then I only have one more. I can still get another one. These are not out of stock yet, but I'm hoping that this one more will be enough to be able to finish the shirt. Otherwise, I have to deal with getting another one. Eliza said, okay, update on my carpet gluing down yarn was a horrible idea. So hopefully when it dries, you can't. It was a horrible idea. So hopefully when it dries, you can't see the white. Ooh, yikes. I don't know what to say. For those of you who just came in, Eliza was saying that she found dried slime on her carpet. So she was trying to figure out how to fix it. I wonder if there's a website that would tell you what to use to clean slime. I really don't know. Thankfully, we never had that kind of slime phase with my kids. My boys were not interested in slime, so we didn't have to worry about that. Andy said, I love my nurse Heather. I actually keep stuff in the little backpack. That is so cool. I'm glad. It was your suggestion. I love that suggestion. So I have the pattern for that up for sale on Etsy. That was a fun one. I really love the challenge of trying to make what people suggest. You know, if someone says, hey, can you make this? I love the challenge of figuring out if I can. So that was fun when you said, how about a nurse wearing a backpack? I was like, oh, how about that? Let me see if I can. So that was fun. I have my own little nurse. She's over, let me flip this around. She's right, oh, where's the, right there.
Apparently someone had an Android set.
Do you keep your game pieces in there still? I remember when you first got it, you put a video out and you said you had a nursing game and you were putting the game pieces in it. Your game pieces were really cool, by the way. Did you have them custom made or did you make them yourself? That was pretty cool. And are you planning on, see you, Jesse. Enjoy your phone call. Thanks for stopping in. I know it's kind of a slow evening here. It's like my slow summer, you know, a slow evening here. Nothing crazy going on. But what were you planning on doing with your game? Are you going to go and get it published, or was it just something that you were going to play with your friends, or just curious? Because I think that's pretty cool that you made up a game. when my older son was in 3rd grade, he made up a game on how to teach people how to read binary numbers. He's really good at math. Annie has a non-for-profit called, I always say Crafts for Hope. Is that right? Oh, I can't read my card. I don't have my right glasses on. I think it's called Crafts for Hope. And it's a non-for-profit, and I don't know if I kind of got all of it. Oh, Annie said, I just made them out of clay. Yes, planning on making it real. The cost is $7,000. It's a medical board game and hope to sell it in colleges. It will help medical students study. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Simply, Eliza said, never have I ever seen a live as chill as this. I don't know if that's good or bad. I hope it's not boring. I'm not trying to be boring, but I just thought, I'd come on and say hi to my friends here. Anybody who wanted to come in and chat. I didn't really have an agenda today. Sometimes I come in and have things that, we could talk about, or I have projects to show, but today was just kind of like, let's see who's on. Let's see if anybody wants to chat. Yes, Annie's foundation is Crafts for Hope. Oh, good. It's a compliment. Phew. I don't go live as much as I would like to. It's tough with my kids because they're in all kinds of activities. So, especially in the summer, I don't work during the day, but they are on the swim team, so they have practice every day in the morning. So I have to drive them there, and then drive home, and then drive back to pick them up, drive home, and then they have swim meets in the evening. So it doesn't give me a lot of time. And then once school starts, they're both in high school. They're in the high school marching band. They're on the high school bowling team. So it's like there's constantly an activity going on. And I'm so happy that they are involved in things and that they, care about school and keeping up their grades and, making friends. All of those things are great. They're both really good kids and they're involved in really great activities. It just takes its toll on me and any time that I would have to want to do what I want to do. And once school starts, a lot of my crocheting ends up being like while I'm picking them up from an activity or, that kind of thing. So it's in the summer, I can sneak away more often than in the winter to do lives. I wish I could do more lives. But I also am not trying to wish away my time with my kids. My oldest son has his permit right now. So he's eligible to try for his driver's license in October. So we set up an appointment. October 20th is the appointment that we set up. And provided he passes, then he can start driving to activities. Luckily for me, both of my boys are in the same activities, so they can drive together. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll regain a little bit more sanity and a little bit more time once he gets his driver's license. But that's just the way it is. For now, I have to do the best that I can and make the most of the time that I have. But it is nice when I can kind of sneak on. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to tonight, so that's why I didn't plan it ahead of time. But it is also nice to have days where things are planned and, to come on and have things to talk about. Christine says, I like when we relax and crochet. I like it too. It's almost like we're kind of just hanging out with each other, almost in person. I know it'd be nice to crochet with you guys in person. Everybody's so far away. I think Christine is almost as far away as you can get from where I am. Almost. Probably like Australia would be further, but so what are your favorite things to make? I can guess for some of you. I'm going to take a guess. I'll start with Christine. Is your favorite thing to make hats? Just guessing. It's either hats or shawls would be my guess for you. Yay, from standing point, Eliza said, from standing point of view, you can't see the hole. Phew! That was sketchy for a while there. I don't know. I think that I'd be pretty upset if I found some slime on my carpet. And let me see, who else is, oh, Annie doesn't crochet, but I'm gonna guess that Annie likes diamond painting best. I'm just guessing. Annie said, kids grow up so fast. I have a 19-year-old son in college. He's taking computer science. Good for him. It's a great field to go into. That's what my husband has his undergrad degree in, is computer science. Correct. And now card making. Oh, good. Good. I was guessing right. I guessed right for Annie. I don't know Eliza well enough to know, but if I'll just take a random guess. I'll say, Eliza, is amigurumi your favorite thing to make? I'm just guessing. I make a lot of hats, but I think my favorite make right now are the shawls. Okay, I can see that. And I think I've noticed you making more shawls lately. Well, that's exciting, Annie, that your son is in college. Kind of scary transition. Are you an empty nester now? Annie said, I had a terrific Christmas in July event and sold diamond painting cards at the end. Oh, that's cool. I bet people loved those. I love my cross up there. Can you see it? That's the one that Annie made. Eliza said, correct, even though they are not good, though I also like drawing. Wonderful. That's something I can't do. I can't draw. So, but I always thought it was cool when people could. You know, something can still be your favorite if you're not, even if you feel like you're not the best at it. You're probably better than you think anyway. I've noticed that. Annie said, and the Crafts for Hope all started because of you rallying the troops for hats. That is so funny. But that was a really fun thing to do. You know, I was looking for something like that because I was doing for the oh my goodness, the homeless shelter. I was making hats for them and they had enough, or washcloths for them and they had enough. So it was kind of perfect timing for that. And I hope your community is wearing all those hats that you got. You have to tell us a little bit more about Crafts for Hope. Like what, I know it's a nonprofit, but how does it work? Like how, what are you doing in that? Eliza said, "Hi, hey, I can draw a fine horse, so if you need a horse portrait, I'm always happy to help." Awesome. I'll keep you in mind for that. Annie said, "Yeah, perfect. Did I send you a newsletter?" Yes, yes. I don't know if you saw the video I put out, but I did show the newsletter in it. I have it right here. So let's see. This foundation will strive to do is to meet small individual needs on a daily basis, a smile, a hug, a friend. The ministry of presence fills a heart with hope and otherwise hopeless situation, bringing joy, meeting needs through the joy of crafting and networking. But I guess what I mean is like, do you have like specific events? Do you set up times with people? Do you go out to where homeless live and just bring crafts for them to do with you? I was just curious. Like I see that it's something that's going to help people, and but I was just curious how exactly, like, is it something that's pre-planned? Annie said, "Oh yes, I go to the people." So do you set up appointments with them, or do you just like take some crafts with you and go to where people are? Do they come to the Salvation Army for that? I was just curious how that all worked. Eliza said, "Why did I just find 5 hair ties in my room?" You must have girls. I never had girls, so. I'm the only girl in my house. Annie said both and good questions. Yeah, I was just curious like how that worked, Do people donate? Is that how you get the money to do this? I'm sorry if it's a dumb question. I just haven't. I worked for a nonprofit once, a profit school, but I wasn't in the financial end of it. I was one of the therapists there. I was a music therapist there. And so I'm not 100% sure how all that worked. Oh, Christine, you too. She said, have a wonderful week and all in the chat. You too. It was so good that you dropped in. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I really appreciated seeing ya. So Annie said, I will make another video. The Family Success Center buys the crafts, for example, and then I sell my crafts and donated crafts at the end. I just chat and give people a good time. I bet you're good at that. I can tell in your videos, you just have that really great personality that draws people in. I really enjoy watching your videos. Eliza said, why does this live only have 5 people in it? There should be more. Advertise it out. Annie said, right now I'm crafting with a group of cancer survivors. Oh, I bet that's powerful. Oh, Eliza, thank you. I love your hair accessory. I have a video tutorial for making this. I don't remember what I named it. I think it was called Circles and something. I don't know. But yeah, there is a tutorial on my channel for how to make it if you were interested. I did a few different headbands. I think over the summer, I like having my hair back a little bit more, you know, off my face and if possible off of my neck and shoulders. This is almost like wearing a scarf. But I love long hair, so that's my choice. So I did a few different headband tutorials just, you know, because I love that. I have, if you were trying to find it, I have playlists, and the playlists have all the different like categories of video tutorials I have. So I think one of the playlists is actually headband tutorials. I have like amigurumi tutorials, shawl tutorials, hat tutorials. So that's probably the easiest way to find it. I should do a few more of those because there are some really cool stitches out there that would make great headbands. And headbands are a great, like, quick project that you can work up and useful. All right, let's see what Annie said. And like one lady asked if I knew how she could get transportation to her appointment. So I sent her up with a few resources, bringing joy, meeting needs. It's my tagline. It's fun, actually. I bet it is. And I bet you're really good at it. That's awesome. So is this kind of like a job for you, or is this just a volunteer thing that you do? And Annie, you keep changing your YouTube name. You're making me so confused. Oh, definitely volunteer as long as it pays for the crafts. I give too much away. Yeah, I can see that would probably be easy to do. You're a very giving person, and I tend to kind of be like that too. And I had to be careful, especially with like crocheting and stuff. You know, people can take advantage of you. They can be like, oh, I saw this. Can you make it for me? And it's like, maybe. If, you know, if you pay for the yarn, or if you know, I just, you know, sometimes it's easy to get taken advantage of. Eliza, we probably like this a little bit better because it's smaller. I mean, if you think of some of the lives, I've been in lives where there were hundreds, if not thousands of people in the live, and there's no way that the person who's moderating even notices a comment that I put in. And those aren't as fun, in my opinion. I mean, it's good for them. They probably make lots of money and, gain a lot of popularity, but this is what I enjoy about having my channel. I enjoy the personal touch, like there's only 4 people in right now, so we can talk and we can have, um, personal conversation here. And that's what's nice, and that's what I really like. And that's one of the things, another thing that I enjoy about this channel is that I've been lucky enough that the people who have come to me and subscribed to me have been really nice and really supportive. I hear other channels talking about how people are mean and they say nasty things and they, judge them and everything. So, um, you know, there's a trade-off. I'm not like one of those big channels and bringing in money, but also this gives me something different. It gives me more of kind of a community, more of a group, and more of people that we can talk to. All right, let me see. Oh, Shannon is still here with sound low. His family is visiting. I get it. I get it. It's hard for me to pop into all the lives that I'd like to as well. So Annie said, yeah, you really do. I just spent $67 in postage and $100 with the newsletters. I need to stop giving stuff away. Yeah, and it's hard to say no sometimes, especially when you know that you really want that person to have it. So, and Annie said that's understandable. Yarn, yes. Eliza said most people's lives are so chaotic and headache, but yours is actually pretty chill. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm kind of a chill person anyway, so, but I do think it's also one of the advantages of having a smaller group of people come into your live is that you can just talk personally and you can all get to know each other. It's not just, thousands of lines being spun up so fast, thousands of comments being spun up so fast that nobody even notices you and you're just kind of listening to, I don't know. It ends up to me like you're listening to nothing. And that you're kind of like an outsider being left out of what's going on in the live. Yeah, good for those people for having that many people that love them, but it's not personal at all. Yeah, they make your head spin. I agree. I agree. And there have been times where I really wanted to have some input, where I had something to say, or they showed something and I wanted to say, "Wow, that's really amazing," and they don't even know that you've said that. Your comment went by so fast that they didn't even notice that you exist. So. And he said, "Heather, I'll be right back. I'm just making a short of what I had for dinner." Don't laugh, it'll get 400 views for some reason. I'll see you in a bit then, Annie. Eliza said, but the most annoying part is that when they do notice people chat so fast that the reader couldn't read it. Yeah, yeah. That is really frustrating. I agree. All right, see you soon. It is funny what gets views. There are a couple of things that I really, really liked, and I thought, oh man, I hope lots of people see it. And then I look at and it's like 20 views. Oh no. And then other things that I just kind of threw up, then they have more views, and I'm like, oh, wow, how is that one better than that one? I know that there's also some sort of algorithm that YouTube uses to push out certain videos. I don't understand it all. Oh, now we're down to 3 and now 4. So yeah, if you're just coming in, we're just kind of being chill and crafting. I'm working on the shirt. I know I keep showing it. It's not my design, it's a pattern that I paid for, but that's what I'm working on. So we're just kind of chilling out. I didn't have a lot planned because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come on tonight at all. So when I had the time, I thought I'll just pop on. It's fine. If you're just coming on and you haven't said already, what are you working on? What are you doing tonight? I'm just curious what everybody's working on. We had someone working on a shawl. Eliza said, me having to wear riding boots that don't fit me because I haven't had time to find ones that fit. Ah, yikes. Are you talking about horse riding? I'm assuming because you said you're really good at drawing horses. And maybe I shouldn't assume. I was just curious if that was what you were talking about for riding boots. When I was young, I went to a Girl Scout camp in the summer, and part of the Girl Scout camp was riding a horse. And that was the only time I ever rode a horse, and it just wasn't the best experience for me. I didn't fall off of it or anything, but the class was taught, even though I was young, I still knew that those kids were young. It was taught by like teenagers, and they didn't really show, they acted like we already should have known stuff. I didn't know how to hold on to the horse. And so it kept like its head kept coming free, and then it would kept biting my butt cheek. And I was getting really annoyed, and the kids were just laughing at me. They're like, oh, you just don't know how to handle it. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm here to learn. So it wasn't really the best experience to me. Eliza said, yes, and even though your foot being in the stirrup lets off some tension, it still hurts when you get off. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Have you been riding for a long time? Do you have your own horse? That sounds horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, it was really a bummer. It turned me off to ever really want to ever ride a horse again. And it's not like I've had a ton of opportunity anyway. Even though I live in the country, it's not. I see people riding horses, and we live in a community that's heavily Amish. And so there's a horse and buggy parking pretty much everywhere around here. All the doctor's offices, all the grocery stores, the Walmart, everywhere around here has horse and buggy parking in their parking lot. But you know, even then it's not like I have opportunities. I could probably seek out an opportunity if I wanted to, but Eliza said, I don't have my own horse, but I've been riding for about 3 years now. 43 or 4 to 3? 43 is quite a bit. That's a lot of experience. Best 4 years. Okay. Near. Okay. Okay. That's still a good amount of time. So you must be pretty good at it. Well, I've been on for over an hour. So I think I'm going to head out. It was really nice chatting. I know right now there's only 2 of you on, but I'm really glad that you guys were here. And it was just a nice, not really, I'm starting to do show jumping. Oh, well, that's much better than I could do. I know jumping's not easy, and I know that it can be dangerous too. But it was really nice chatting with all you guys. I hope that I can come on again and get to talk to you guys again sometime soon. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you later.